Hi there, it's Tracy here from the Papercraft Studio. Thank you for joining me today. So I'm going to show you how to make this card here. This is the third card and the fourth project in my Trimming the Town Christmas special. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the supplies you need to make this card. If you've ordered the Christmas special in kit form from me, you'll have all of these pieces cut out, except for the houses and the trees. So you need to find which houses you want to cut. This one here was the one that was close by to the church on that piece of paper, but you have plenty of houses on this other sheet that are similar as well, that you could actually, might need to find something slightly smaller, but similar, that you could pop on there, or even these ones here, little shop and things. So you choose whatever you want to put on the other two versions of this card. I'm going to show you how I made this one. So I've pre-cut these trees and this house, and again the trees came from this front sheet that had the church on, so it's one of the bigger ones here, and then one of these little kind of triangular ones there. So the supplies you need, so we've got our note card, our Whisper White note card. Then you need a piece of designer series paper, this one with the little snowflakes, kind of like a night sky. So this measures 4 3/4 inches by 2 1/4 inch. You'll need a piece of shimmery white cardstock. This one measures again 4 3/4 inch by 3 inches. And I've gone ahead and cut this little kind of snow scene. But just to show you, this is the die from the Home Together dies that I used. And you possibly don't need it to be quite as big as this, but it depends how big you want your snowdrift to be. But just to show you, I lined it up so these trees were fairly near the top, not quite at the top, but again, like I said, you could cut that down a little bit. And this tree was right at the edge over there, can you see? And that then just cut out, because I can't fit both of those trees on this piece of card. So that left me with a really neat little one tree at this end and the 3 on this end. So that's how I cut those. Just going to get a note card. Okay, so this time, this is the only card actually that's actually in landscape. So first of all, you want to stick on your night sky, and that has a little 1/8 inch border all the way around. You will have more of this paper, the one on this side as well, that you could use to get more houses. I think my glue's running out. That's not a great time. Ah, here we go. Yeah, so you could use some of these smaller houses for the extra ones. You could make a little hamlet there. That would be quite cute. So however you want to have that on your card, but just cut it out of your spare pieces, not out of these ones that I've cut for you in your kit. So that one goes on like that. And then the snow scene, we're going to pop up on some dimensionals. So you can see I've cut it the same width as the designer series paper. I did my very best to. And then that's just going to have a similar border here at the bottom and the sides too, just to complete the look of the card. So dimensionals on the back. And this is quite wide, so we're going to pop some in this center piece as well. And then you can pop some mini ones or cut your bigger ones and just pop them behind the trees here, or at least the bigger trees. You can do that. If you want to support these little mini trees, did I do that? No, I think I've just left. No, I've left those loose. You could try and cut those in half, or cut a piece from the strip here. But actually, because these ones are propped up, it's fine. Okay, so backing's off. Be careful when you take these backings off that you don't. These are quite delicate, these little tree trunks here, so just be careful you don't pull those away. So line this up as best you can to get that even edge and to get it to the right place. Mine's a little high up, but I'm not going to worry too much. It would probably be more hassle for me to try and pull that up with the dimensionals on than it would to be worried about that that's a little bit wider at the bottom. Okay, so with the house, I put glue under this bottom half and then a dimensional under this top half so that it wasn't kind of flapping around. So dimensional up there, and then some glue, if it's going to play ball, it is, on this bottom half. And that just levels it out because this one's propped behind dimensionals, propped up with dimensionals, and it just will mean that they're on an even keel then. Okay, so there's your house. With the trees, I just use glue, and you'll see here this one's coming up higher, so just put the glue behind the bottom half of the tree. You can cut more trees if you want to pop on there. Just bear in mind some of the other ones are being used for the other projects in this series, so you know, add them at the end if you're not sure how many you need beforehand. So this one I'm going to pop about there, and then this little tiny one, a small dot of glue on the back. I'm actually going to pick this one up with my paper piercer just so that I can put it in place without getting too sticky there. Okay, so for this card I use the old olive ribbon, and you'll need approximately 7 inches. Sorry, I work in inches because Stampin' Up are an American company, and because I'm so used to seeing everything in inches, that's how I work now. Sorry, my youngest daughter Bo's in the fridge just getting herself a drink for bedtime, so you can hear some crashing around. It's never easy filming in this house. I try and do it when they're at school, but I don't always get to do that. I'm going to take a glue dot here ready for when I twist this ribbon over. So again, similar to how we've done the other cards, we're going to create a loop at one end. Oops, I've got my ribbon's a bit dented there. I'm going to choose a different bit. I think sometimes when it gets wrapped around the reel, it can, if it gets caught up in one of these edges, it can get a little bit squidged. So you can actually iron it if you have a piece like that. I've done my best in the kits not to include any, but obviously in the post it might get a little bit damaged, but hopefully not. Now, I don't want that going over the house particularly, so let's see, let's pull that down a bit. That looks about right, so I'm going to pull this one back, pop my glue dot under there, and it doesn't matter if it starts to stick there because we're just going to pull that up so we can put another glue dot on the back just with a crossover, and then pop this back on the card. Oops, getting a bit stuck to it. Wherever you want to have it. I love that ribbon, the little sparkle on there as well. And then for this one, I used Most Wonderful Time of the Year, and that just happens to be on the end of one of them, so that was really easy to cut. And again, I did the little banner at the end of each one, and it's got a little bit more space than we had when we did the box. They have a Merry Little Christmas, so if you can't remember, or you're seeing this for the first time, you just snip a little way up the center, and then from one corner up to the middle of that point. Oops, need really sharp scissors. These are sharp, but I didn't quite catch it at the right angle there. And then again from this side. See if I can get that piece off without ruining it. You do have so many little sentiments in your kit here, so you can, you know, if you do mess one up, just change it up for something else like Merry and Bright, or Oh, there's so many on here. I'm only spotting French and German ones at the moment, but you know, there are so many on here, Christmas cheer, things like that. So you'll easily find something else. And again, you might not like the ones that I've chosen on here. So if you've got a particular someone in mind, they might have had a tough year, so it might not be the merriest Christmas and things like that. So they may not feel it's the most wonderful time. So, you know, you can adjust your greetings accordingly. So glue dot on the back of there. And place that just over where it crosses over there, and there you have it, your cute little scene, nighttime scene. It looks really peaceful. I'd like to live there. Take care, see you soon, bye.